Vincent Alexander and Desmond Trotman, two opposition-nominated commissioners at the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, have issued a public rebuke of the elections oversight body chairperson, retired Justice Claudette Singh. The duo in a letter on Thursday said that the chair not only failed to properly declare the 2025 election results, but has now unilaterally decommissioned the commission to avoid accountability. In their letter, the commissioners reminded that they had abstained from approving the 2025 results, arguing that doing so would have legitimized what they described as constitutional infringements, since the electoral process did not meet the legitimate expectations and the disenfranchisement of voters. Among those disenfranchised were prisoners, offshore workers, and party agents who worked outside their assigned divisions. The conscious retention of thousands of dead persons on the voters list, both overseas and locally known deceased persons, among other procedural and substantive infringements, all of which are verifiable, were acknowledged, but deemed by GECOM to be beyond its scope of rectification, the commissioners noted. The commission's chairperson expressly presided over all of the aforementioned matters, this failing to comply with sections 19(6) and 99 of the Representation of the People Act, which require her to present the report on the regional elections to the full commission and to publicly declare the results. The commissioners noted her failure to abide by the Constitution. According to Alexander and Trotman, the worst came after the polls when the chair allegedly declared that the commission was no longer properly constituted, effectively stripping commissioners of their status. They said that the chair relied on her own interpretation of Article 163 of the Constitution to do so, even as she continued to administer the commission and approve major decisions, including what they described as huge bonuses for the chief elections officer. They argued that the move is both unprecedented and outside her authority. The commissioners say that they received a notice of dismissal along with the gazetted results they maintain were never publicly declared as required by law. They also contend that even if the chair's interpretation of Article 163 were eventually upheld, then by the same token by which she unilaterally seeks to dismiss the commissioners, she could demit office and not unilaterally preside over GECOM. The commissioners insist that GECOM's 2025 elections report must still be presented to the full body and that they, having presided over the elections, are entitled to participate in the post-election review, including consideration of the European Union Observer Mission's report. They accuse the chair of blocking that process through what they describe as an unauthorized act of disemboweling the commission. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.